Dear future self, I'm at peace. I enjoy my life. I have no worries. You know why I don't have worries is because of the choices I made in life. Um, I have to say that I made some good choices. There are some wrong choices that I've made, but I've made good choices rather for my life. I've had a hard life. It could have been easier, but then I didn't know the things that I know now. I wish somebody would have told me. So I'm going to tell you. Um, I remember my mom said, when you get older, you go out on a date and everything, take your own money. She told me that. She said, make sure you have enough to pay for yourself. And I have been doing that my whole entire life. I can't believe it. I have, now that I think about it. I've made the right choices in that. When I used to, you know, be one who took care of everyone else. I didn't know how to love myself. I didn't know really how to make myself happy. I was always angry. I was an angry child. I was an angry adult. I felt like the more I gave, people just ran over me. People just took it and ran, and they didn't care. They just did what they wanted to do. As far as I was always kind, I was always giving, and I I wanted to be that way. But I would be so angry inside when people would just continuously take my kindness for a weakness, take my love for granted, and I couldn't figure it out until now. I figured it out by taking some time away and working out those problems myself. I took years. I needed to because I got tired. And I was tired of being tired, of being tired, of being tired. But I would go to work and I would take care of my children and take care of the home and everything and cook and everything when I was married. I took care of everything. Took care of, the house. Took care of, you know, my spouse at the time. And my children. I always took care of them. Made sure there was a roof on their heads. And that's what I did through my life. In all my relationships, I've never had someone that came out and just paid for everything. And I'm wondering, why is it that girls now think that the men of the past or the olden days are going to be the men now. Why do you think that men should spend all their money on you? And especially when they're just getting to know you and everything. Why should they spend their money on you? They don't know you. And men go through dating, you know, a lot of women. So they're taking their money, they're spending it. They're not just going to spend it on a lot of women. What makes you think that they should? Would you, if you put yourself in that situation, would you like to spend all your money on men? No. So what I did is I always went half and half, or what they call Dutch. I pay for myself. I take enough money to pay for myself. If I was going to date, that was my responsibility to work and to have a car. I paid for my own cars. To go on a date, I paid my half, they paid their half. And we both put in for the tip. I've done that all my life. I wish that girls would take their power back in doing that. It's not that you are better than the guys or anything. It's just take your power back. When you go on a date, don't have a guy pick you up. You don't know this guy. You don't know his full intentions. Intentions. That's the key word. You don't know his full intentions, where he's coming from, what he wants, what he's expecting of you. Is he going to take advantage of you or what? And some men get mad and leave you there at the restaurant and you have no way to get home. If you don't have a car, have a friend or family take you and then pick you up after. But don't get into their car. Don't right off the bat ride with a guy. Because then you have to, you put yourself in a predicament to where you have to do whatever they want. Don't you? You don't want that. And I'm telling you from experience. I'm glad my mom told me that. That's one thing that she did tell me that I listened to. I used to work. I worked ever since I was a teenager. I had little odd jobs. I worked all the way up until my children were in high school and stuff. They were grown. I worked for title and escrow, and I used to work 80 plus hours a week, not 80 hours, not 40 hours a week, 80 plus hours a week to care for them. I would wake up at 5:30 and work at 3. I'd have to be at work at 5:30 in the morning because we had overtime that we had, and it was mandatory. You couldn't take vacations or anything. We ate. I better not say that because then they'll get in trouble. Anyways, so we didn't leave our desk or anything. We ate at our desk. We didn't get to go out to have lunch. Years ago. I'll just say that. Anyways, I worked 80 plus hours per week. I always made sure that I could take care of myself. A guy has never bought me a car. I bought my own cars. My apartments, I paid for them. Where I was going to live, I paid for them. I made sure I had enough money. And if I didn't have enough money, I used to have a job, and I got paid $3.35 an hour back in the 80s. And I still was able to get a car. I just went and got a cheap car from the dealership. And the reason why I got it from the dealership is because I had their maintenance agreements or whatever, to where they would keep my car running for me. That's all I had to do was pay for it and put gas in it. Think smart. I love you. Know that I love you. And I'm only telling you this as a benefit. If it doesn't resonate with you, then skip over the video. You don't have to leave a comment or anything. But if it does, like and subscribe, leave a comment. And until next time, I'll see you later.